So each morning I wake up at 6 o'clock, ready to go to work. I'm tired, groggy, and immediately I want to think, let's call in sick today. I really do not want to go to work. Yet I know if I decide to go to work, I'll get to experience the thrill of the ride on my new motorcycle. After eating breakfast and getting ready, I go outside to the garage, put on my jacket, put on my gloves, and my full face helmet. I push the bike out into the driveway, reach to the handlebars, turn on the choke, crank on the motor. I adjust the choke evenly until it eventually makes it to 3,000 RPMs. The engine on the bike is a 500cc V-twin. It purrs beautifully. The valves go up and down, just like an industrial sewing machine. After feeling this experience, I know that I'm going to enjoy the next 30 minutes of the morning. After the bike fully warms up, I hop on the bike, pushing the clutch, kicking the first gear, immediately take off. I can immediately feel the rush of the air coming through the mesh of my jacket and whistling through the vents of my helmet. I immediately understand that I'm in full control of this machine below me. On a bike, there are no mistakes to be made because everything is life or death. It's not at all like driving a car. In a car, you have several distractions, all aimed at avoiding the realization that a car has become more of a necessity than a pleasure. In a car, you can have a beautiful radio as if the band is right in front of you. You can have the air conditioning pegged at a perfect 72 degrees. Some cars have plush leather interior with lazy bore armrests. Other cars have luxury suspension like you're riding on a cloud of air. On a bike, you have none of this. The bike doesn't have the plush leather, doesn't have the radio, and especially doesn't have the air conditioning. Because on a bike, there are no distractions to be made, because everything is life or death. On a bike, you have to pay attention to everything around you. You have to pay attention to the bike's controls, the road conditions, and the weather conditions. As I continue on my journey to downtown Kansas City, I work my way through the Brookside area. With its 100-year-old trees, these miraculous trees have created a canopy of shade over the street. With the shade, the air is significantly cooler than the air around it. It says, as soon as I enter the canopy, it's as if I've made it into a new season, and no longer it's summer. All of a sudden, I feel the crisp, cool air of the autumn. This crisp, cool air is great refreshing from the summer heat. After I exit the canopy, I hit smack dab in the face of the summer heat, and I quickly realize what I enjoy. Now, in driving through this area in cars, most people just ignore it. They don't realize the awesome nature of these trees and exactly what they provide us. As I continue on, I exit Brookside and I enter the old Hyde Park, with its fluctuating elevations and winding curves. As I enter Hyde Park, at the top of the hill, the suspension rises up and sends my stomach with it. At the bottom of the hill, the suspension bottoms out as if the weight of the world is on my shoulders. As I enter the corners, I push on the handlebars, lean the bike over to on its edge. As I go faster through the corners, the bike leans further, just on the brink of the edge of the tires. It's as if the bike is going to fall underneath me at any moment, sending me crashing to the pavement, but it doesn't. Through the journey to downtown Kansas City, I've experienced everything that the city has to offer. I've heard many sounds that I haven't heard before driving in the car. I can hear the morning birds with their summer songs. I can hear the birds chirping, the bugs chirping. I can hear the wind whistling through my helmet. I can hear the sound of rushing water through yet another water main break. I've seen things that I haven't seen normally driving in cars. I see the new restaurants that I haven't seen before with their unique urban charm. I see the graffiti on the side of buildings indicating the nightlife of Kansas City. And I've also seen people, pedestrians, walking around aimlessly through the streets as if they have nowhere to go. And I can also feel the road below. As I make it to downtown, I realized that this is the thrill of the ride, and it's exactly what I've been waiting for the last few summers. Now that I have to go back to work, I have to sit and wait until I can experience the next thrill of the ride.